Welcome back, Spain, to your Caribou Data Science channel. A big shout out to the two people watched this video yesterday. I see I watch the numbers every single day, and I appreciate you two folks taking time out from your day to watch this video. Okay. Before we get started, a few favors I ask as always. Of course, you know the first part of it, right? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, click on the share button, share the video on Facebook and Twitter. Also, you can copy and paste the link into an email or text message. But I have a new special favor to ask you folks tonight. If you click on the description of the video, you're going to see two links. First, you're going to see a link to my Twitch channel. Every 8 p.m. New York time, I do a live data analytics stream on that channel. Secondly, there's a link to my Twitter channel. So I would appreciate if you click on that Twitter link and then follow me on Twitter. Right now I have one follower. I know there's more people out there now who are interested in a little bit of extra content maybe on Twitter, okay? So anyway, let's go and fire this up here. We can also remind ourselves always that we can also remind ourselves that something. I don't remember what I was going to say. Okay, anyway, let's just move on. Let's just move on along here. Okay, so now what we got is what you can see here is currently Spain. You have, let's just say, 5 million cases. Okay, and 86,621 deaths. Now, if we look at the cases by year, what we can see is that your 2020 cases have already passed 2020 cases. Now, the interesting question is how many of these people were vaccinated here? Okay. What about deaths? You can see the good news is it's a pretty good chance that the 2021 deaths may not catch 2020 COVID-19 deaths, okay? But the question, of course, is always the same thing. How many of these people were vaccinated? Because the vaccine will reduce the chances that you'll die, but you can still die nonetheless, okay? So if you come over and look, you can see you had a much longer climb up here, a little mini bump here, then it dropped back down right before the end of the year. Then it began to climb back up here, and it reached a spike of on January 25th. The cases peaked at 93,822. But then by October the 5th, that number had fallen down to 1,801 per day for a single day, with an average of 3,077 cases per day. Okay. Now, what about deaths? Well, again, this is a fairly common pattern. A peak during the last 6 months of last year, followed by a 6 months decline in 2021. Now, the number up here, the magic number up here, was on February 8th. You peaked at 909 deaths for a single day, and on October the 5th, the number had fallen to 94 deaths for a single day, with an average number of deaths of 82.1 deaths per day. Okay. Now, what about some weekly numbers? Well, you can see here you had this peak back here beginning in July. Now, we could ask the question, how many of these people were vaccinated here? Okay. But recently, over the last, say, 5 or 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, 7, 8 weeks, you've had a long declining pattern in cases. Hopefully, this is a final decline. Okay. And what about deaths? Well, your deaths have been, well, you saw the decline over here. What, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks decline over here. But for the all the way back over to here, you were below 1,000 per week because this is 1,000 per week. So all the way back over here for the previous 2 or 3 months, you've been below 1,000 deaths per week. Monthly deaths, monthly cases. Well, you can see here you're riding a 2-month decline in COVID-19 cases, which is good news. All right. And you can see August, September numbers are up slightly, up a little bit over the previous 4 months. They're still below these numbers. They're still below these numbers right here. All right. So anyway, Spain, that does conclude your report for today. Again, a big shout out to the 2 people who watched the video yesterday. Yeah, the 2 people watched this video yesterday. And again, of course, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and click the share button. Share the video on Facebook and Twitter. Okay, you can also copy and paste the link into an email or text message and share it with your friends and family that way. Also, I'd appreciate it if you click on that Twitter link in the description and follow me on Twitter, okay? Thanks so much, Spain. We'll see you tomorrow with an updated report.